When you get your energy bill, you may still be surprised when you see the price tag.
We are seeing energy bills go through the roof.
BGE customers have seen rates steadily increase.
In the last 15 years, we've seen energy bills triple at 3 times the rate of inflation.
Baltimore City Councilman Mark Conway, who's also running for Congress against incumbent Kwesi Mfume, says he's heard directly from Baltimoreans about their struggle, often faced with an impossible choice.
We've got people, in our last hearing on the council, we had people come testify and talk about how they have to decide about whether or not they're going to buy their medication, in some cases oxygen so they could breathe, or if they're going to pay their BGE bill. If people are going to put food on their table, or pay rent, or pay their BGE bill. We're at completely unsustainable rates today. But it's going to get worse.
But why? How did utility bills become so expensive? People are picking whether they want to keep food in their fridge or keep the fridge running at all. Conway says he knows the answer.
What's really going on here is upgrades from BGE that have cost ratepayers increasingly more and more money.
Baltimore Gas and Electric, BGE, is a subsidiary of Exelon, a company with a presence in Baltimore but is based in Illinois. BGE serves roughly 1.3 million electric customers in Maryland and 700,000 gas customers. According to the Office of People's Counsel, an independent state agency advocating for utility customers, BGE's gas delivery charges have increased 50% since 2020, and electricity delivery rates spiking 30%. But BGE is clear, that is just the delivery rates, not the cost of actual energy.
That comes from generators, from power producers, and you pay for it through your BGE bill.
Nick Alexopoulos, the spokesperson for BGE, says energy markets set the price, and that is where the public has seen a rise in rates as well, given the shortage of supply. In 2013, Maryland lawmakers enacted a law called STRIDE, the Strategic Infrastructure Development and Enhancement Plan. The goal was to speed up the rate of replacement for aging natural gas infrastructure. STRIDE costs are recovered by the company through a surcharge on your bill. In 2024, OPC says BGE stopped STRIDE replacement work and instead, replacement efforts are done under BGE's multi-year rate plan. The Public Service Commission must approve the multi-year rate plan, which sets rates, typically increases, over several years. Now, Conway says he's taking a bold stance.
This is one of the reasons why I decided to give all my money back. And what I didn't want to happen is to have my insight, my judgment clouded by any fiscal support or funding or donations from an energy company, knowing that my constituents can't afford their energy bills.
Conway says not only will he no longer be taking money from the utility company.
I honestly don't think at this point, at where we are, Democrats should be accepting money from BGE.
While Conway says he's not taking money, BGE says campaign cash it sends to lawmakers does not come from ratepayers.
Contributions that BGE makes to lawmakers do not come from customer bills. They do not come from customers. They are not reflected in customer bills.
Turning away BGE's money could come at a cost for Conway, especially when the utility company is not shy about donating to politicians. Campaign finance disclosures indicate Exelon donated $72,600 to lawmakers in the 3 months leading up to the 2025 General Assembly session alone. Fox 45 News dug deeper, finding lawmakers have been collecting cash from the utility company for years. Nearly every member of the House Economic Matters Committee has received BGE PAC money. On the Senate side, campaign finance disclosures show every member of the EEE committee has gotten BGE PAC donations too.
If you donate to a campaign, you can at least say this: they're more willing to pick up the phone.
Dr. Roger Hartley is the dean of the College of Public Affairs at the University of Baltimore. He says it's common for companies to flex their power by putting money into candidates' coffers. But that doesn't mean money dictates decisions.
Just because they accept funding from any source doesn't mean they have to do exactly what they say.
Campaign donations don't stop at the state level. Leaders in City Hall have also seen BGE campaign donations, though Conway says that's not the only issue he has.
I think there is almost revolving door and a very close relationship between City Hall and certainly previous city solicitors, such that 4 out of 5 of our last city solicitors have had some sort of close relationship with Exelon or BGE and have either worked with them or for them in some way, shape, or form, either the city solicitor's office or for BGE Exelon. That closeness, that is where you start to see things kind of be papered over and supported. And I think this is where things like the conduit deal really raised or risen to a higher concern for me.
In 2023, Baltimore City Mayor Brandon Scott announced a deal with BGE for the city's 700-mile conduit line. At the time, then Council President Nick Mosby and Comptroller Bill Henry rallied against the agreement.
I just don't understand how, if the city wrote it, that serves as the best interest for the city of Baltimore. I don't know one elected official, federal, state, or local, that supports this deal and this agreement. And particularly the way it's happened, with the exception of the mayor.
In 2023, the mayor's office told Fox 45 News that lawyers for the city and BGE wrote the contract. When asked if former city solicitor Jim Shea was involved, the mayor's team said Shea was involved in all city legal business before he retired in January of 2023. Prior to his role as the city's top attorney, Shea served as chairman of the law firm Venable, the same firm that worked on the merger of BGE's parent company Exelon with Pepco in 2016.
The city of Baltimore voters voted, nearly 80% of folks voted to say that we should not sell our conduit. Unquestionably passed. And somehow we still found a way to effectively transfer control of our conduit to BGE. I don't think that was a wise decision. I don't think it benefited the people of Baltimore. The people own the conduit, not BGE.
BGE says the city does still own, operate, and maintain the overall conduit.
The largest tenant of the conduit is BGE.
Alexopoulos argues the conduit is old and deteriorating, and BGE is making investments to improve the quality of the conduit.
This is like cardboard. Over time, when you have 18-wheelers driving over it, and you have shifts in the ground, and you have excavation of various other entities, it can damage or compromise the integrity of this system.
It's BGE's responsibility and obligation, according to Alexopoulos, to maintain the conduit to ensure safe and reliable gas and electricity delivery.
Why is it the responsibility of ratepayers to pay for those upgrades and not just the company?
This is the business model of every investor-owned utility across the country. It's a model that has stood the test of time.
And when it comes to the conduit,
the capital improvements we're making in the conduit are recovered in customer rates over a long period of time, just like our other capital expenses.
Meanwhile, Conway maintains the campaign cash should stop flowing to candidates from BGE.
And you believe that Democrats moving forward should not accept any money from BGE or Exelon?
Not while people cannot afford bills. And I would imagine this makes other people deeply uncomfortable when they start to unfold the layers here.
Should this be a Republican thing as well? Should all candidates turn down this money?
Absolutely, yes. I think we should be making clear-eyed decisions. Republicans can do as they please, but I believe we as Democrats, we want to be on the right side.
Hey, I'm Mackenzie Frost. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Check out Fox Baltimore on all of our social media pages for more videos just like this.